I added a must-have autograph for me, personally, in my collection on today's episode of Baseball King Collectibles. That's right, I added a must-have for me, not for everybody else. It's not an important autograph. If I wasn't a Beckett magazine autograph collector, which I am, and I'm going to be 50, 60 signed with baseball players, I wouldn't need this man's autograph either. But before we get into that, I just want to thank everybody new for coming to this channel. You guys are amazing. Comments and likes and all that have been really on the upswing. So thank you guys. I can't ask for more. As your support's been phenomenal. As you know, I'm not just a baseball card collector. I'm an in-person autograph collector as well. I have over 10,000 in-person autographs. For those that don't know, for those who know, you know. But not just sports. As you can see behind me, there's Johnny Depp, Pacino, Travolta, Beach Boys, Brian Wilson signed. I got 10,000 autographs of celebrities and sports. You can see on both sides here, sports and celebrities. And just a couple of additions. I'll show you real quick. James Gandolfini in person. This is in person. All in person. Not gonna, don't make this stuff up, guys. Robin Williams. All right. That's a big one. And Olivia Newton-John. Another big one. All these have, unfortunately, have all passed. All right. All in person. Didn't cost me a penny. Just had to be in the right place at the right time with the photos. And, if you know, you know. You got to know how to do this. You can do it. Anybody can do this. So, what was my must-have that I had to have? I had to have. Why did I have to have this? It's the Beckett Monthly Magazine. It's a reprint copy, as you can see. It's not the original, but that's fine with me. It's signed by Dr. James Beckett. And there's the JSA, and here's the JSA, and here's all that stuff. So it's legit. It's real. I would never add it to my collection otherwise. And I had to have this because I have about, 50, 60. I never even counted. I have no organization on my Beckett Magazine collection. I got many of them signed by some of the greats of the game, so I had to have this. But I have a question for Dr. Beckett. Dr. Beckett, you out there? Anybody else out there ask Dr. Beckett questions? You guys who interviews and all that. Why did he choose Clemente and the Dale Murphy rookie card? And it's signed there too. I don't know if you can see it's like signed in there a little bit. You get the Murphy autographs on there. Why did he choose these two? Mantle was on the second cover, but why Clemente and Murphy rookie card on the first cover? What was the reason? It had to be a reason. There's millions of cards out. Well, at that point it wasn't millions, but there was still many cards to choose on, and including Mantle because he was still number one in the hobby at this point when this came out in November of '84. So this is a James Beckett autograph courtesy of the Dallas Card Show, and there you can see him signing. I took pictures. Thanks for the Dallas Card Show for letting me share these pictures of Dr. Beckett signing the magazine. And this is a must-have, all right? Must-have, and you're going to see why. It's just crazy. I'm going to wow you guys. I promise. If you please pause and go wow at some point, and leave it in the comments where you went to wow at, all right? Because it's going to be wow you. I'm going to wow you. I promise I'm going to wow you, okay? All right, maybe I won't, but I'm going to. I'm going to start off light. I'm going to give you light. I'm going to start this off very lightweight. But this guy was important, and this was probably the one person everybody rooted for. Look, it's Bo Jackson on the back. Nope, I don't have that signed. Nope. But on the front is a guy who everybody rooted for him. Look at that great autograph, Jim Abbott. Who didn't root for Jim Abbott? You had to root for Jim Abbott. If you didn't root for Jim Abbott, you're not a nice person. All right, I'm telling you right now. All right, so that's number one, starting us off with. All right, didn't wow you, but getting there. Number two, one of my favorites. Why? Deion Sanders. Why? I got so many better than this, but why? All right, check out the dollar sign on the S. All right, and he didn't want to sign that day. He was coming off the bus. Atlanta Braves, Mets, Shea Stadium, and he was on the phone. They're all on the phone at the time. Phones were new, and he didn't want no interest in signing. I put it right. Deion, please, and he did it. Unbelievable. I was the only one who got his autograph. No one else did that day, and thankfully I did. And did I wow you yet? Nah, probably not. And I'm not gonna wow you with this one either. But it's two-sided. I got both sides, both covers done, because most of the time there's, like on this one, it was the back of Deion Sanders. Unsigned. This would have been a tough one to get. All right, so you can't do them all. And what I have on the back, I showed you. Bo Jackson was on the back of Jim Abbott. So this one here was a nice one. Nino Santiago. He had that big rookie year. He had a couple of big years. He had that long hitting streak, if you remember. Really nice. And on the back could be a future Hall of Famer. Could be. It's Dale Murphy. Check out that autograph. Ah, beautiful signature. Look at Murph. Right? He could be in the Hall of Fame within the next few weeks. The announcement will come out soon. I didn't predict him for the Hall of Fame. I predicted Mattingly and Kent to get in this time. We'll see how that prediction holds up. But that was that. Two-sided. That was a good one, right? All right, I'm not wowing you yet, I don't think, but I'm getting there. I'm getting you. This next one's a two-sided. This might give you a little wow, depending on if you like these guys or not. One's a Hall of Famer and one's not a Hall of Famer. I'll start out with the non-Hall of Famer on the front. Is Will the Thrill Clark. And getting Will the Thrill Clark wasn't easy, I'll tell you. Standing on one side, there's 3 different places to come at Chase Stadium to get autographs. There was the train station, there was the main entrance, the Diamond Club, where most of the Mets would come through, and then there was the press gate around, a little more around. So, waiting by the train station, which is from the press gate, it's a nice round around. You know, you got to be in decent shape, and I was at the time, thankfully. And we see Will Clark. That's Will Clark in the cab. Let's get him. Ooh, we race. We got there. You know, Will, can you sign for us, please? Yeah, huffing and puffing. But he goes, but you guys run all the way? Like, yeah, well, you know, what can I see, you know? So he thankfully did. He signed for everybody. He was really nice at the time. And on the back is a Hall of Famer, one of the all-time great, not just to anybody. Let's play 2. That's what we got him on the back. Oh, let's play 2. That's Ernie Banks. There you go. And what do you inscribe on that also? Oh, I can't read that. Mr. Cub. That's, yeah. Now you got to pay $50 extra for inscriptions like that. So that's a cool one. Ernie Banks and Will Clark. Back to back. I mean, that's getting you. Am I wowing you yet? No, I know. But we're getting there, right? All right. I'm going to keep trying. Maybe a couple years might have said wow, right? A few years, maybe. I don't even remember having Banks on the back. I swear to God. I haven't looked through this stuff in so many years. You forget you know, the average person gets what? 5 autographs, 10 autographs in their life in person. I'm talking about, not just at shows like that. I'm talking in person. How many do you remember all of them? Of course. I got too many. I no way I can remember all of them. And this is like a week after I got something I would forget. Wowing you yet? Greg Maddux, baby. That's right. The Greg Maddux. And what was that? His rookie card? They put the Cub card in there. What was that? Yeah, it was Maddux, his rookie card of the Cubs. That's how they did back then. In the back of it was a George Brett, who I never saw in person, never got his autograph, don't have him. Oh, well. That's how it goes. Like I said, I don't have everybody, guys. Don't have everybody. But I got a lot. You know, I got a pretty good amount. And we'll get the wow factor going up. This one might not wow you, but it's a pretty good one. It's a double header. Both sides signed. We'll start off with the back, which was Chris Sabo with the goggles on, of course. Beauty autograph. He was real nice, Sabo. And on the front, the Straw Man, Darryl Strawberry. Great. Like, he really doesn't sign that no more. You don't get that no more. You get really shortened versions of that. So this was in his early days, you know. And Straw Man, always a great signer. Next one's an interesting one, all right? The front cover was the chase card back in 1989. Everybody was chasing this guy down. We're hunting him. We're going to Toys R Us. We're thumbing through packs, looking on the front for rack packs of this guy. Oh, he was the guy. He was going to win batting title after batting title after batting title. Didn't pan out, but he still had a great career. It's Greg Jeffries. And there's that card. That's the iconic card. And I got a bunch of them. Like, what are they worth? $1 a piece now? And at the time, it was like, wow. Even at a show, they were like pricey at the time. You know, $5-10 a piece for each card, you know. So at the time, he was on the rise. And on the back, we have a guy who's on the ballot right now. He can't get in the Hall of Fame. It's none of them. Gary Sheffield, who could potentially be a Hall of Famer in the next few weeks. He's on the current ballot. And we'll see if he gets in. I'm predicting a no on him. But look at that. I hung out with Sheffield that one day. He signed a lot for me that day. So thanks, Gary, for signing all these things for me. And we'll see you again one day. Maybe not, but it was fun that one day I hang out with Sheffield. There's a whole story. I'll get into that on another show. Next up, we have a couple that I like. I just like this. Or it's not going to wow you, but I like it. It's Matt Noakes. Nothing special, Matt Noakes, but he was on the cover, so I had to chase him, right? And on the back, it's Doc Gooden. I love that. I just love the picture. I love the card, the insert, all that, you know. And I got so many Goodens. Again, I went to Gooden's house, so I had so much Gooden. And I went to a couple times with Gooden. Went out to eat with him a few times. Went for a haircut with Gooden. Did a lot of stuff. So he signed a lot for me. And this is always one of my favorites also. It's the back cover. Also a great autograph. Number 16 on there and all that. Doc Gooden with a classic signature. And on the front, it was Donnie Baseball, unsigned. I do have a Donnie Baseball one that I do have signed. He was on a lot of covers. Donnie and Gooden and Strawberry were on a lot of covers back in the 80s. Oh, you know, he dominated baseball. Here's another one of Gooden. Here's one more. Am I wowing you yet? Did I get a wow? If I don't get a wow, I'm going to try in the next couple, really. If the next couple don't wow you, then I failed. And I'm not going to fail. I promise. Gooden. All right, again. But this was not just Gooden, the back. This is the back, or this one is really, really, really cool. All right. And it's a really good picture, and it's a must-have for Met fans. It's Gary Carter. That's right, the kid. Gary Carter. Nice, right? Beautiful. Nice. Beautiful. Gooden and Carter. Back to back. Two top Mets back in the day, right? All right, let's get to wowing you now. I got to wow you on this one. I think I should wow you on this one. A little story behind it, too. The back is Jack McDowell. Who cares? I didn't get him signed. Actually, he did a show very recently. I could have had him some $59. Hey, you out of your mind? $59 to get this signed? No way. If I can't get it for free, I ain't getting it done. I'm not paying that kind of money for that. And the front is, and I had to chase this guy down. It was, he was going to a Yankee game from the hotel, Midtown Manhattan, they stayed at. And the train, number 4 train, would go right to the stadium. It was about a half-hour ride. So he's walking down the train. I'm following him. Can you sign? Can you sign? No, come on, I'm busy. I'm in a hurry. He's with a couple other guys. Who cared about the other guys? It's me and one of us collector. Please, Mark, we're the only two around. Please, Mark. And he signed. Mark McGwire. He did it. Not the greatest autograph, but it's an in-person autograph. It's in my collection. It's not going nowhere. It's a beauty. I mean, it's a beauty. I didn't wow you. I know I didn't wow you. Maybe some people like McGwire, but this one got to wow you, I think. Come on. It's 3 Hall of Famers on one. All right, 3 Hall of Famers. I didn't even realize the back was signed. This guy's a great autograph. I'll show you the back first. It's on Andre Dawson with that gorgeous autograph of his. I mean, it's one of the best autographs. Takes his time. That's just a great autograph. Guys of today, look, learn. Try to sign your name like Andre Dawson, not initial it, please, or check mark with a circle. There's no way I'm going to get that in my collection. Anybody like that will never make my collection. It has to be a good autograph like this. And the front is, let's wow you with 2 more Hall of Famers. It's Tony Gwynn and Fred McGriff. McGriff's a little sloppy. He was coming off the bus. It was crowded. He was getting jumped on, but I got him. And, I mean, his elbow might have got hit a little bit, whatever. In person. Tony Gwynn in person. Push it a little closer there. All in person. 3 on 1 book. Nice. I can't believe I didn't even realize I had Andre Dawson on the back. I just thought I had this in the front. I forgot about the back. See, I forget about the back sometimes, but all right. Let's get to wowing you, all right? Well, you're really going to wow you now, all right? This is a pricey item, too. I didn't even realize it was this much. Outside of David Letterman, The Late Show with David Letterman, he had a lot of football and sports guests. You know, if you won the MVP or champion game or something, MVP, whatever, all-star game, he'd have the hero of the game, whatever, World Series, golfers, whatever. So he had a baseball player on this night, and it wasn't Tim Raines on the back, who I cut signed multiple times, and I could have got this signed. I just forget sometimes. I probably didn't want to bring this magazine out of my house ever again. So it is none other than the iconic Bo Jackson. That's right, not the card, but the magazine. So I don't know there's a couple prices online. I'll show you one, but I don't know what this goes for. But like I said, it's in my collection. I know I'm handling, guys. I'm touching it. Woohoo! I'm rubbing it. Nothing's going to happen. I will go back into a plastic where it was before I took it out. So there's no glare, otherwise it'd be glaring away. So look at that. Did I wow you guys? Come on, seriously. I had to wow you with something, 1 or 2. And if I did, put it in the comments. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Share, tell your friends, because I think I did a good job on this video. I mean, it's just this much of my collection. Maybe this much of my collection. So I got a lot more. I've showed a lot already. I've showed a lot in the past. I'm going to be showing more in the future. There's so much stuff you haven't seen yet. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. Come back. And don't forget, we're Baseball King Collectibles, and we're here to entertain you.